to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Don. I'm like the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
Yeah, you know what, TNT?
Yo.
Eradicated diseases are so hot right now.
Eradicated diseases?
Yeah, they're so hot.
Like,
Measles making a comeback.
Oh, you're talking about the measles in Texas, actually, our home state.
Yeah.
It's a state where
is this our home state now?
It's our home is here.
I mean,
we have a home here.
have I lived here longer than I lived?
We have homes here.
Have I lived? I've lived here as an adult longer than I've lived anywhere else.
Nah, not for me. I don't think.
Yeah.
Maybe for me. Maybe. Ohio. You can't beat that.
I mean.
Have you beaten Ohio?
Let's see. If you talk about, I was 18. That's an adult, right? Like, I left Ohio when I was 24. I don't know. Anyways, the measles. Bro. Here's the thing.
He said bro to me.
Measles, mumps, rubella, like, they were pretty bad. Back in the day,
they were
like, "Hey, we got this vaccine," and like,
measles, mumps, rubella were not okay. Yeah, they were bad. They were terrible diseases.
What take is that? Let me hear this.
I don't know. It was just weird because you were naming the exact vaccine in your argument. It just came off a little. It left a bad taste in my Republican mouth.
You're Republican.
It did.
If you talk about the measles vaccine, you have to include the mumps and rubella. They're all together in one. You aren't separating the measles out. Why do they put them together?
I don't know. I don't know. There's
anyways,
that in the T.
So like that vaccine, I don't even know. Like, will you look up when that vaccine came out?
Sure,
when it was invented.
Yeah.
And like, so people have been using this vaccine forever, and it's a vaccine that I think you give people like not when you're a baby. You get it like once you're grown. And I know people have the whole like vaccines give people autism stuff, but like you have autism, like you're not going to become autistic at 5 if that's when you get the vaccine, right? Is that like the argument?
So look, the MMR came out in 1971. I did read the doctor's name, but I forgot it off the top of my head. Dr. Maurice Heilemann, licensed use in the U.S. in 1971. So it hasn't been out a super long time.
71, bro?
I mean, yeah, okay, look. But
54 years?
Look, that's not that long. In the lifetime of
5 generations?
In the lifetime of a country, in a lifetime of a nation, and in the lifetime of science, that's not a long. 50 years is not a long time. When you think about it, when we were going to school, they still told us that you had to eat like 6 servings of bread. You know, things change over time.
Make sure you eat bread with breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack. Eat as much bread and cow milk as you can.
How late was it into the life cycle before smoking sections were eliminated? So I'm not going to say is that I know any of the science that either says the vaccines do cause autism, or B, they don't. I don't know, and I'm not going to sit up here and act like I do.
I'm not a scientist.
And I'm not. I do know is that there's plenty of people out there who hold the belief very strongly to their heart that the MMR vaccine could possibly do so. I don't know how true that is. Personally, I got it, and I'm insane. So, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm proof. I mean,
but your mom probably got it for you. You didn't, like, go yourself and get it.
No, I didn't go myself and get it. But my mom got it for me, and I'm insane. So, I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's probably a
correlation.
Yeah, a correlation.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm sure the stuff they put in our bodies when we were a child definitely made us crazy.
So, I don't know. But you're right is that the measles has made a resurgence in this country, and then was prior pretty much eradicated. Like, no measles cases were happening.
Or very few, very rare.
Yeah, and there's been some deaths associated with it.
Well, yeah, now in West Texas, I think there's like over 300 cases, and that's more than there were all of last year. And like it's spread into like New Mexico and like whatever. Yeah. But what's really interesting is like it's the rurality of it, right? Like if you're going to say what areas of the country are more anti-vaccine, are you thinking like the city of Austin or West Texas?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's like those communities are the ones that are going to be the hardest hit because there's less people vaccinated, right?
Yeah.
There's more people in Austin and more of them are probably vaccinated. So it's like it ain't a thing where
So, are you trying to say is that you think that people should just like bite the bullet and get the vaccine?
I mean, I've never really thought about it, but like I guess my mindset is like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Like,
Okay.
like why all of a sudden now are people like, oh my god, they're so bad?
I look. They do their own research for one thing.
DYOR, bruh.
You gotta do your own research. I don't know.
Their DD is tight though, solid.
But like I said, in science, Pluto was a planet for as long as we can remember, and then they were like, sorry, it's not.
It's a moon.
But when it comes to science, and a lot of science with like medications and stuff, it does take years to truly know what effects it has on the human body and what negative effects. Like, we're discovering microplastics now. That was never an issue, yet it's been an issue since the invention of plastic.
There's microplastics in our balls.
And that's what I'm talking about.
We did a story about that.
That's what I'm talking about.
My God, I cannot believe that there's plastic in my balls.
You kidding me? I keep extra in there.
I chew on bottles of Coke when I'm done just to get more of that in my shit.
I would tell you right now that I've never been a parent, and I don't plan on being one anytime soon. Ladies, call me if you don't want to have kids. I don't know what action I would take, but I would say is that I got the vaccine. It was fine for me. I got the COVID vaccine too. I'm fine. I mean, like I said, I am insane. I'm an insane human being, but I'm pretty. I'm normal enough.
Normal. You're able to function. Like you go to work. you.
I'm a bad case study. Jonas is looking at me and he knows it. He knows. He's looking at his. I can look at his
vaccines.
Eye.
I'm able to function.
You can look at me. If I were the poster child for vaccines, Jonas, would you get a vaccine?
I think you're a pretty good person.
I look like Samuel Jackson in Black Snake Moan. Are you telling me you would get the vaccine if I was the one telling you to get it?
Samuel Jackson and Black Snake Moan is wild. Yeah. Yeah. I like to live life on the edge, though, so.
I don't know what to say, but I do know that RFK, he had a statement that said that it's good for, we're talking about, a little political, but we're talking about RFK.
Yeah,
he's what is he now? He's the head of the health department. Sure. He's the head of health in America.
He's the head of something.
He eats burgers and fries for every meal, but he said that it's probably good to incite herd immunity for kids to congregate with the vaccine.
Oh, herd immunity.
Yeah,
like when they're having COVID parties.
Said that, but yeah. So he thinks that kids should try to get it early, get it quick, kind of like the chicken pox.
He's the health and human services.
I don't know what a measles is, John. I never had the measles.
Yeah, because you had the vaccine, bro. That's why you never had it.
I'm trying to decide whether I'd rather have the measles or if I'd rather be like a normal functioning human. I don't know. I don't know which one I would choose.
Red dots all over your body.
Yeah, I'm hip, man, but it's like killing motherfuckers and
What's the difference between the chicken pox and the measles?
I don't want to die from it. I don't want to die from chicken pox.
Red blotchy rash first appears on the forehead. Your eyes get inflamed. Hacking cough, sore throat, Koplik spots on the inside of mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, look, man, I will say is that I don't know, Jonas. I don't know if you've had conversations with people about this subject, but I've had like explicit conversations with people who have children who they say is that they notice distinct changes in that child after they got these shots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I do, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like. Look, man, I kind of have to look at him like, okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I kind of give them that look a little bit.
Give them like the stink eye?
But I would never tell them to their face. But I do kind of be like, okay, sure, whatever. Like I'm sure it was that one shot that did it and it changed your child for life. I personally don't feel that. I can't say it 100%, Jonas. I can't say
Are you
it
agnostic about it? Like you don't believe, you need the proof?
Look, man. What do you mean by that? Am I agnostic
it's like
by
ghosts. Like you're like, oh, it might exist, but I need someone to show me that there's proof, and then I'll believe.
No, I wouldn't say that deep. I guess I gotta like hear what the circumstances are. Are you saying like a doctor standing over my arm with a needle in hand? How do I feel in that moment?
No, like, do you believe that those people are full of shit, or do you believe that like those shots make people change?
I would never tell a grieving parent who feels as though she needs something to blame for the affliction of her child, or a grieving father who, you know, has to deal with a special needs child for the rest of their life because of the needs that a special needs child requires, that they are wrong, you know? And it's kind of crazy that you don't want to tell them that they're wrong, but if they want to blame something, let them blame that. But really, they just need to, in my opinion, you need to blame God.
Okay.
Because as far as I'm concerned, we come on this earth, we make our decisions, and we are a product of any decision that we make, be it bad or good. And if your life is... If the quantity of your life is based, the price of your life is based on making all the right decisions, get ready to have a worthless life, because we will have many wrong decisions.
Yeah.
We will have many things that will change us for the worse in life.
Right.
The problem really lies in just moving past it and becoming a better person in any aspect you can. If you have a special needs child, do what you got to do. Make that child's life as enriched as you can, and give them the best existence that you can possibly give.
That was a really good way to toe tip around that question. So, all right, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Please make sure to like and subscribe.
I didn't toe tip, I tiptoed.
For Jonas.
TNT.
We out.